and welcome to All About You, a program designed with all of you in mind. Today we are going to start talking about the importance of us women being modern. So important to be modern because every single day the world is going forward and forward, so many things happening. It's important for us to be updated. And there are many people who still choose to be stuck in the past, isn't it, ladies? First of all, how are you today?
Hello.
Good, thank you.
So what do you have to say about that, about women who were stuck in the past?
Wow.
Well, do you know what I was going to say? Actually, it just made me think when you said updated about a mobile phone. Like in today's world, mobile phones are always updated. Not so much sometimes the hardware, but the software, as in the programs inside, they're always updating, getting better, faster and things like that. And it just goes back to how we also should be. We should develop, we should grow, we should, you know, learn new things. So,
Well, as for me, I imagine someone close-minded and open-minded. There is a huge difference amongst them, between them, I mean, and we can easily spot them. Because someone who is close-minded is that person who refuses to update. She refuses to open her mind to what is new. She's scared of the new. There are many reasons why they can't be scared, or they are just stuck in their own ways, stubborn, maybe headstrong, but they don't want to give in, or they look to the younger ones being updated and they just despise, they just don't consider, you know, they are young, that's why they are updated. And it's not really like that. It's just that we have to grow and involve with everything else, or else we're going to be left behind, right?
Exactly. And when we are open-minded, it's so important because we open doors even to develop in the professional life, to grow, to maybe you have a job, you sell things, but you don't want to get to know how to have a website. No, I don't need these things. It's too complicated. But nowadays, everything sells in the internet. Most people prefer to stay in the comfort of their homes, even to do groceries and buy things, everything online, isn't it? So people say, no, I don't want to learn, I don't want to do that, or it's going to be too much trouble, isn't it? So even, what else? The way they dress as well, old-fashioned ways of dressing up. Sometimes the person, okay, I'm already on my 40s, on my 45, but they do not, you know, find ways to modernize a little bit, so they look older than their age.
And people who are like that, normally, they don't want to learn. And you know, there is one thing that I really love. I love to learn new things, and I love to learn with people. When people are willing to teach, or maybe they're not even teaching, but they're just sharing their knowledge, I'm catching everything for myself. And I think when you are in this thirsty to learn new things, you are more likely to involve.
I was going to say, you actually create opportunities for yourself, isn't it? Because when you're open-minded, you know, when you see something, or for example, if you're, like you're saying, you learn with other people. So that person who's open-minded, you know, like you will see, oh, I can maybe do online shopping, which will save me time. And then I can start cooking. And, you know, it creates opportunities. It makes things not easier in a bad way, but it helps your day flow.
Everything is learnable. And we learn so much with one another. If you are humble, if you are willing to learn, right?
Yes, the willingness is extremely important, because many people just say, I don't know how to do this. Oh, this is too hard. Sometimes to learn a different language, for example, or to learn to use the computer. So many people don't even want to have a smartphone, for example. This is luxury, or this is not important. But sometimes they need to look into emails. They would be able to set conferences. They would be able to do so many things quicker, so much quicker than if they would just be there. And sometimes they think, oh, it's a waste of money. But it's not. It's an investment.
And sometimes it doesn't take too long to learn something new. If you just break it down, every day I'm going to invest this amount of time to learn this something new. Maybe it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. I'm not an English speaker myself, so I do that every day. I study English, even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I read the news, I go to the dictionary. I want to be able to communicate better and better, right?
Exactly. So when you get stuck, that's all you're going to accomplish.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to be settling yourself for, to communicate, to go to the shop and ask for sugar and ask for this, oh, that, this, the other, but not being able to be, to be doing things or accomplishing things that only those who invest time in,
It's true.
working on themselves, modernizing themselves, learning new things, they're able to achieve.
I was just going to say, when you're open-minded and you're updating yourself, you kind of tend to be more flexible with people. Actually, in today's world, especially in England, you're constantly with different cultures, different people, and you're not closed-minded or stubborn saying my way is right. No, you're open to understand maybe why this person likes spicier food, or do you know what I mean? I know it sounds silly, but you tend to be more flexible in all areas. Yeah.
When you take the time to go there and find out more about the country, about the culture.
Yeah.
Of course, that when we have to deal with people, you're going to understand them better. So it's a time that is being invested on updating yourself even about people, about what is going on in the world. Even some apps that you can have there on your phone that can, my husband will always say, Aline, you need to know what's going on in the world. I wouldn't know, oh, this happened. Aline, I knew about that a long time ago. Say, wait, you do so many things. How is it that you know all of this already? So he said, okay, there's an app there. He told me afterwards, he always tell me. So you're kind of updated, you know what is going on. So even, for example, if you're going to talk about a topic, if you're going to, work on something, you know what is going on. You know what is up there. You know what are people's, what people are facing, what is going on. If you want to sell something, what is it that people are using? What is it that is getting people's attention out there? So it's good. It's really good, actually.
And it's important that we as Christians, that we do not close ourselves to updating ourselves, thinking that this is wrong. It's a sin to open a social network. It's not right for me to go to the internet because I'll most likely fall into temptation. And then you are not allowing yourself to even go there and learn new things. I'm sure you have balance. You do have balance. You can control yourself. I'm sure we can do this. We are big girls, so we can do this. You go there, you learn new things without even falling off track. But the problem is when people start criticizing those who are more updated, right?
It's true.
And when you are updated, even for you to help others in the sense of even in the faith, how can you have a conversation with people? If you just talk about church, you don't have conversations, you don't know what's going on in the world, you don't have any topic to talk about. So when you are narrow-minded, it's kind of we exclude ourselves, but in a bad way now. We don't open doors even to get to know people, to help people, to reach out to people. As you said, even about the social networks, to find a balance and knowing that it's okay for you to be there as long as you're using it for the right reasons and do not allow your time to be consumed by that. So now you can see the importance of being modern. Today we spoke about that, so you can open your mind to be learning new things, so you can be more counted on. Sometimes what happens is that people don't understand, they feel bad because they are not counted on, even whatever they are, whatever they do, because simply they did not take the time to invest on learning more. So those who learned, those who have the skills that they acquired because they invested time on updating themselves, they are more useful, they're more counted on.
You make yourself viable. People will not, they will think about you because they know you are growing, you are updating yourself, you are learning new things. So they will invest in your potential. But if you are stuck,
it's true.
They will
when
forget
I need
about you.
to count on someone for something, the names that are going to pop up in my mind are those who are updating themselves, are those who are finding ways to improve, those who are open-minded. So open-minded with being modern, being updated has everything to do. It's going to help you in so many ways, so many different areas of your life. So open your mind. Try today to see where is it that you need to improve. you need to learn a new language, set yourself to it. If you need to learn how to apply yourself, to get to know how even to open a website, explore new topics, new sites, new apps that you can, use to make your life more,
Drive, for instance.
Driving, please. This is update yourself now. I'm a driver, okay? So this is our message for all of you today, but we are actually going to conclude it next week. Why? Because whilst today we spoke about the importance of being modern, of being open-minded for you to achieve a lot in your life, even in your spiritual life as well, it's important for you to understand one thing. We are modern, but our principles are old-fashioned. And this is our topic for next week. So thank you for being with us today, and we hope to see you here next week for us to conclude this topic, which is really, really important. Don't miss it. Bye-bye, ladies. Take care.